Okay. What's happening? Why am I not? Okay, now I show up. Now it's letting me see myself. Okay, hi guys. My face is being a little problematic right now. There we go. Hey guys, welcome. Oh my gosh, you guys have been active in the chat. Fun fact, I exist. Can't wait for stream. What's up? Hey Sylvia, welcome. Hey Water, welcome. And also, Sonia, thank you for following. Thank you for following. I saw you followed right before stream. So yeah, like, thank you so much. Oh my gosh. I did an overhaul of the whole system. Oh, you're having a bad day, Sylvia? Well, I hope it gets better. I really hope. I did an overhaul of the whole system. So, some of the changes you won't be able to see because there's stuff that are like quality of life stuff on my side. But, there's another one that is a thing that I wish it worked correctly this time, but don't worry, I have other ones. I'm gonna be testing out one of my things that I'm letting it go live today. So you guys are gonna see it. Let me see. Can you guys see me? Oh wait. The other audience can't see me. That's what's happening. There we go. Just Chatting now can see me. Just Chatting can see me now. And then we're gonna there, post. And message. There we go. Now you guys can see the pinned message. And then let me do it for the virtual side. But if you notice, there's new commands. I added some new commands to it. There we go. Now you guys can see. Let me see. Let me add it to here. But yeah, so if you guys are wondering what I added, because I decided to add this as like a little special thing, is that I added a oh my gosh. You guys. I added a head pat alert, and I added a poking thing, so you can poke me now. And I added, I think I don't know if I typed it, but I also added another, I fixed the egg command. So yeah. So yeah, I fixed it. So now that's going on. But if you press poke, basically, this is what happens. Oh, it's glitching. Because my friends said I'll never... No, you will. It takes time. That's the thing. It takes a lot of time for you to get where you need to be, but eventually when you get there, it'll be super satisfying. For me right now, my parents actually they don't support, they support it in the sense that, like, they're like, oh yes, Chrissy, you know, like, if it makes you happy, well, you know, it's a good thing it makes you happy, right? But what they don't support is the fact that, like, they don't really support fully because um let me fix it because the one of the commands got like tangled. Let me fix it. There. Let me see. Let me fix this one too. But my parents, they, at the moment, they say that they support it. But in all reality, when, like, I talk about it, it's a point of, like, they're like, well, you're not making money. I am so happy that the commands are back. I always love it when you guys throw stuff at me. It's just, it's an entertaining prospect. Oh my gosh, you guys. You guys are wild. Oh my gosh, my chat's it keeps disappearing. Let me fix that. There we go. Now the chat's not gonna disappear on me. That's a great thing now. But yeah, so whenever they go and they talk about whenever they talk about oh my gosh. Whenever they talk about anything in term when I try to say, oh yeah, this is how I'm doing, like, oh, I got to this, I reached this numbers, these people did this in my chat, I think this is a wonderful thing. Whenever I do that, they don't get they're not happy about it. They're not happy about it, and they often are like, oh, they're like, okay. They don't really get excited with me, and they're like, and I understand how they feel. They're like, imagine your kid goes and is like, oh yeah, I'm doing something that I love, but it makes no money. And it's hard for them to think about that. And especially since I'm taking time off of, like, I'm not working currently right now. Which has been my decision. Now, it doesn't mean that I'm not going to go back to work. It's that I am right now not. Oh, you got 3 subs? That's really good. That's really nice. Aww. Aww. But, yeah, they oh my gosh. I added these because I finally figured out how to do it in the streamer bot system. I finally figured it out. It took me a while. Because I didn't know how to connect the OBS system properly. And then I figured out what it was. Because I was like, there's a password? I don't remember creating a password for OBS. Apparently, there's a password, but you don't create it. You can change it, but it's like automatically generated when you download OBS, and I didn't know this. And so for the longest time, I've had this password just waiting for me to, like, automate stuff with it, and I never did it. I absolutely never did it. And so I'm like, I was so confused on why I couldn't do it. But I'm like, oh my gosh. But yeah, back to what I was saying about my parents. It's not that they don't support my choice to do something fulfilling. It's that they're like, you shouldn't be spending all your time when you could be making money. So, when you go and you do your own channels, you have to not seek out external validation, because it tends to go and not turn out right, because then you're seeking something that might not come. You might not, I know from my parents, they might not accept this fully, that I'm doing this. And I have to be okay with that. I have to be okay with the fact that, this is not their cup of tea. When they pictured their daughter doing stuff. They were picturing movies, and they were picturing me doing series and, you know, doing stuff, and not, oh, I'm in my room talking to people. I could probably give them too. Oh my gosh. Oh, you got a headache? Oh. In terms of, like, something that went right recently, TikTok finally is now allowing me to be on the For You page now, which is a shock, because for the longest time I was posting videos to TikTok and it was not sending it to the For You page at all. It would not send it out to people. And I was so confused on why it wouldn't do that. I was frustrated because I was like, why is it not allowing me to, like, why is it not showing my videos to people? And for the longest time I couldn't figure it out. And then it finally I scheduled a bunch of videos. I scheduled a bunch of videos, and within the first hour I got like 163. So I don't know what happened, but oh my gosh, that's something. I'm currently working on a book that I have my parents accept my 2 jobs. Yeah, it's just, this is the reality, you know. When you do an unconventional profession, you can't seek external validation for this profession, because no one's gonna understand it. And when you start getting successful, relationships change. What ends up happening is that then you have friends that, not that they want your life, but they can't they can't understand what you got, something that they've never have been able to dream of being possible. And what happens is that when you get something that they never dreamed of happening, it's not that they get jealous, but they can't relate with you anymore. And you have to find a middle ground. And it's really, really hard to do that when you're being successful, and they're successful in their own way, just not in that way, you know? And you're happy for them, but it tends to not go the way you want it to. So it's really hard, and, you know, eventually you learn to smooth it out, but it's difficult. Why do you keep just saying okay? Oh gosh. Yeah, I see. Oh, now you're saying bread. Okay. That's gonna be the war in the chat. But yeah, so on lighter news, other than, you know, the fact that TikTok is doing well for me right now, and I'm hoping it continues. I'm hoping. Can you please stop saying random things? Oh gosh. You guys are having a war in the chat. Fun. But yeah, so on brighter terms, I've also automated my stuff. So my Twitch, I have stuff that will basically change automatically. And so yes, I'll get water. You're about to have a beef. Let me get my water bottle. Ugh. There you go. That's better. But so that's going well for me. I found a new artist. She's been recommended from YouTube, because YouTube has been like going and pushing a lot of her music onto my content, onto my feed lately. She's Sienna Shapiro, and she sings. Think of Adele. If Adele sang in Billie Eilish style, like that's what her voice sounds like. She borrows a lot from Billie Eilish, though. I'm like, okay, you're doing her style, and you're taking some of the words from some of her songs, and you're also doing the way that she sings at the same time, that's a lot to be doing. But I'm like, that's no shade to the girl, but I'm also like, I acknowledge that maybe you want to, you know, not niche yourself into someone else's style. You know, doing something new would be cool. But that's up to her and all that jazz. But so yeah, I've been listening to her music, and it's really nice. And oh my gosh, I love these new alerts. I'm making more of them. So if you think this is where I stop, no, there's gonna be more that I created. I promised you a ton of these things. I'm going to make a ton of them for you guys. And for both you and guys on YouTube, and you guys that are on Twitch. Also, the you guys on YouTube, I'm still working on Shelly. Shelly, I'm almost done fixing it. I just have to do last minute tweaks to it, but eventually you will soon be able to mess with Shelly. I just haven't finished it. Finished the final touches on doing the commands and everything like that. But soon you will be able to mess with Shelly over here, which I'm very happy about. Oh my gosh. I love the head pat thing that I created. I was like, not to say that I created the artwork. The artwork I didn't create. The artwork, I got it from a creator on Boost, but oh my gosh, like setting up the command was a challenge. It was such a challenge. I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta make this work. It was giving me issues, and then I finally figured out what I was doing wrong. I was like, I had it where it was like running concurrently, and I realized that's not what it needed. Because then it's running all the time and not when you guys activate the command. So, but yeah. So, I was working on that. Oh my gosh. It's so nice. So nice. But yeah, so I have that going on. I've also been going and trying to come up with a game system for you guys, because I'm trying to figure out a way for you guys to still be able to engage with my stream when I take breaks, when I rarely take breaks. So I wanted to create a engagement system that you guys are able to do. So I was like, I saw what some people did where like you guys are able to play like Pokemon like on other people's chats, because you can set up like key binding for the people who do that. But yeah, so like key binding it to you guys to my keyboard, and then basically fixing it so that way you guys are able to go and control a video game character while I'm gone. So I'm looking into doing something like that for my breaks, because I'm like, I could put a video of a previous stream, but then it would be like hard, because then you guys would, that is engaging, but also it's not as like entertaining as it could be. You know, it's not as entertaining as it would be. So I'm still working on that one, because it would be a mission to get that done. But the Mouse. But yeah, so eventually it will be all good and it will be set up, and then you guys will be able to control a video game while I walk away from my desk and, you know, do what I need to do when I go on my little breaks. So I was thinking about getting that done, but it's going to take me a bit because I still have to figure it out, because for some reason it wants a modifier, which is like when you click like Control or Alt or shift, and I don't want to do that because if I have it linked to that, it can accidentally exit out of the system, and then we could accidentally shut down the stream. So I have to figure out how to get it without the modifier. Oh my gosh. But, so I have to figure out how to fix it without the modifier, and then you guys will be able to do it, because that would be, like, tedious if you have to be like, oh, control this, oh, alt this, oh, shift this, just to make it work, especially since you guys are going to have to type it in chat. That's going to be a big problem. So, I'm working on that. You're changing your profile again? Oh, wow. But, yeah, so I'm working on that. And then another thing I was working on, so that way you guys can, like, I can have a little more interesting things, is I actually started a scheduling system, so that way I can... so that way it's a little easier to reach out to the TikTok audience and the Instagram audience, because they're a little harder to post videos for, but I don't mind doing it. It's a little harder. So I'm getting that done, and I'm also been pre-recording videos and sound bites and stuff like that to get ready for my hiatus. So I'm like, oh my gosh, it's a lot, because I'm like, I have to record this video and get it all done, and then get it edited and get everything good, and then I know I'm getting, like, I'm anxiety over that. But yeah, so I want it to be perfect for you guys. I don't want to go on a leave for like a week, leave this like channel like going for like a week without me, and then I'm like, oh yeah, like you guys got nothing for like a week. Especially since I have built up this momentum of like posting every day, which is, I figured out a system to do it. Like, not to say that I'm doing it like fully scheduled like the YouTube audience. I am for you guys on YouTube who are seeing my shorts feed, for that feed, I actually go and I post those manually, but manually scheduled. So I schedule the same day, but 4 hours in advance. That's totally fine. I love wine. So the YouTube ones I like schedule like within that day. But so I've been getting in the habit of, okay, wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, make breakfast, go and post, get the first video ready, which I have premiering at 9:30. And then I then go make my coffee, then set up the second one to premiere at 1:30, and then later in the day, then I give myself a little break, and then what I do is I then go and set everything up in terms of like any improvements I'm doing, any editing I'm doing. Sometimes I can hear you and sometimes I can't. I don't know what's happening. Is it a glitch? I don't know. I hear myself, but I don't know if, maybe, is it this? Let me see. It might be that my cord is, like, crimping. Let me see. Are you guys, is everyone else experiencing that same issue? Are you guys experiencing the same issue? Because I'm able to hear myself perfectly, but I don't know if you guys are experiencing it, or if it's like a connection issue that I am not, you know, I don't have any knowledge of, you know, so I need feedback on that. Not yet, but soon. Okay, so, yeah. But, yeah, so, that, it's been storming here. Like, lately, we're right now in monsoon season, and monsoon season for my family business is like, oh my gosh, it's it's a very bad, it's very bad. When I can tell you, because when my dad does electrical work, and when you do you know what time it is? It's head pat time. Oh my gosh. My dad is an electrician, so he goes and he does people's electrical. But when it's monsoon season, where it's like raining, like torrential rain, like raining like 8 inches in an hour type rain, like very, very deep rain, you can't drive in it type rain. It's hard because my dad can't come out to these places because he's got to do electrical, and if their stuff is outside, he can't do it. He's not gonna, get electrocuted over something. The god of the sky is messing with you in the rain. Yes, he is. Because literally, like, it's so ridiculous that keeps happening. But that's expected for this type of season. That's why my dad tries to book calls for, with rich people. Because usually around this time, rich people are like, oh, I need my generator. I need to prepare everything for Halloween. They're all setting up for Halloween. So it's hard because all that's outside. But for some of them, they're like, oh, I want to have like a whole decorated light display in my house. And so those are the ones where like, oh yes, finally we have something that we can do. Or like when my dad has to go on a lift to go and like hang people's lights, because there's some rich people that they have like high ceilings, but it's not just high ceilings in the they're high like a normal person. I'm talking 3-story high ceilings with a giant chandelier. And my dad is the one that has to go on a lift that they have to basically go and carefully go and put it through the door, run this machine, lift him up. Then he has to go on a ladder on top of that to get to some of these. And then on the ladder, he has a stick that is made for changing out, like, light bulbs. Dead serious. And he has to do this when he goes to rich people's houses. Because they're like, I'm not changing my lights. I'm paying someone else to do it. And so my dad is the one where it's like, he has the job of changing rich people's lighting fixtures. When they need to change a light bulb, they call my dad. Literally, which is hilarious. Whenever he's like, yep, I gotta change another light bulb. And these light bulbs are not cheap. When I say a light bulb, I'm not talking the normal stuff you get from Home Depot. I'm talking, like, light bulbs that are, like, easily $1,000. Just $1,000. So imagine, if it's a chandelier, think every bulb on that chandelier, there's, like, maybe 30 to 50 different, things that are on that chandelier. And imagine my dad has to change every single one of them, regardless of where they are. So he's been hoping for one of those jobs right now, because he's like, oh my gosh, if I could have one of those right now. Yeah, that's how it works. That's how it works all the time. But yeah, they're very crazily expensive bulbs. And my dad, he doesn't like buy the expensive bulb just to buy the expensive bulb. He buys it because sometimes these customers, they want a specific look to it, and they're willing to pay top dollar. And my dad will be like, here's a cheaper bulb that you could do, like, that will last pretty much the same amount of length. And they're like, no, I'm doing this one. This one is the specific one that my neighbor has. And then they'll get it. Like, and it's like, because also my dad has to buy these bulbs for these customers. He has to buy these bulbs for the customers. And when he buys those bulbs for the customers, that's a very giant expense to do. And you're not getting the money in full in full in front. You're getting money in sections. So sometimes he's not getting the money for the materials before he buys them. He's gonna get the money for the materials after he buys it. So you literally have to make sure everything is ready with the customer, and it's very crazy. And then some of these rich people, they'll be like, try to find ways to stiff you and be like, oh, I don't have to pay you, and then my dad has to go to court. But that's the thing. It's just, that's how it is, and it's just really hard. And right now he's in a slump. He's like I didn't feel good for the past couple days, and then now I feel good, but it's raining, and now I can't do anything. And so I feel for him. I feel for my dad. I want him to succeed. I want him to be able to do what he wants to do, because this is his little business, you know? And my attitude towards this channel is very similar to how he approached his company. How my parents, they created my dad's company when literally my dad quit on the same day my mom got laid off from work. She got laid off at the hospital. My dad, his boss assaulted my brother, and then basically my dad was like, I'm not gonna work for you after that, you know, and he quit on the spot. And when that happened, my dad was like, I could go and get a normal job, or I can go and create my business. And he did. They used the money from their savings, and they both didn't have a job for a little while. And my dad went to business school in the meantime, using the money from their savings. And then when he finally passed the business exam, he then made the effort to go and do something to open this business and hit the ground running. And that's the same attitude I've had towards this channel, is that I'm like, I know that I'm not gonna have money for a little while. I am not gonna, experience any growth financially. But as long as I'm experiencing growth in all the other aspects of my life, I think that's okay. I think that's okay for a little while. And when there is growth in other aspects of your life, there's growth financially eventually. So that's why I have hope for it, because I'm not gonna, kid myself and be like, oh yeah, I will make money from doing nothing. No. Putting in all the effort that I can put in will eventually pay off in some way. I don't know how it's gonna pay off and in what way it's going to, but I know it's gonna pay off one day. And then I will be proud of what I've done. I will have lived with no regrets, and I would have done everything that I could have thought to do. So, so that's really my motivations right now, and how my dad's doing for the most part. Yeah, that's totally fine, Sylvia. That's totally fine. You don't have to apologize for, leaving and coming back. I know you guys got lives, and you're probably watching me while you're eating or doing laundry, or you're probably, watching children, and you're like, oh my gosh, I gotta, little Jimmy is going and doing something in the background. Let me check on little Jimmy, I've been in 3 streams at the same time. Oh my gosh, you are productive. That is like, oh gosh. That's wild. You're a multitasker. But yeah. But I'm just trying to make things work and trying to get everything going, and I've been following, like, the news and what's happening with, like, K-pop groups. I'm like, I saw what happened with, like, Blackpink. Apparently, what's going on right now with Blackpink, the commands are peak. I knew they would. I love making commands for you guys. I love when you guys are able to play with, like, mess with me. Well, I'm eating now, but in the beginning, I was doing the dishes. Yeah, that's what I expect. I go to 70 to 30 streams per week. That's a lot. That's like, you're doing it as much as you might get, like, someone who's doing it for a paid job. Like, that's a lot. But, yeah. But, basically, I've been following what's been going on with, like, Blackpink. Apparently, from what I've heard, I don't know if this is true, what they've said is that Blackpink, they did a performance in, I think, California or something like that. And the SoFi Stadium that they played at has these particular, video panels. And when you do a venue like that, you are renting the space, but then you also, there's an extra charge to rent any extra equipment that is part of the stage. And Blackpink used this equipment, and then apparently the managers never paid for the LED panels. They never paid for the use of the LED panels, and they refused to pay it. Which is wild. It's actually absolutely wild. And also, a lot of people are talking about how you could tell when they're on stage that they don't like to be around each other, because for some reason they don't want to be next to each other unless they absolutely have to. Like, so I don't know what's going on there, but I'm like, maybe they might be breaking up soon. They might. I did get a cut near my heel, and it's not from a cat. I really don't know how. Hey, 𝐂𝐞𝐭'𝐬, welcome! Oh. Mark McGinley. Am I pronouncing it right? Mark McGinley? Like, is that how I'm supposed to say it? Mark McGinley? Like Ginny from, like, Harry Potter? I don't know. I want to make sure I'm saying it correctly, because of whatever I'm calling you for now on. Okay, McGinley. Okay. Mark McGinley. Welcome. Welcome. Thank you so much. I painted it myself. It's my own little mask, and I animated it particularly in a specific way, so that way it would look like it looked better than, like, if I had, like, made it look like if I had, like, a mouth underneath it. So I made it look as if it's, like, static moving rather than an actual mouth talking under a fabric mask, because oh my gosh, if I did that, when I used to do that, it made it look ugly. McGinley. So, McGinley. Yeah. Did you know Snoop Dogg had a pet? I figured he would have a pet. I figured he would have a dog at the very least. Like, I feel Snoop Dogg is someone who would own a pitty. I feel like he would own a pitty or a boxer. I feel like that's his vibe. Like, he would own a pitty. Because, like, that's what I'm, you know, I feel like he would own a pitty. The pitty would be chill, for the most part. You know, probably a responsible pet owner, considering. You know, he gets stuff done. He's besties with, like, the dog's probably fed very well, because if you don't know, Snoop Dogg is, like, not only besties with Martha Stewart, but Martha Stewart has said on multiple occasions that Snoop Dogg actually cooks pretty good. So imagine, that dog is eating well. That dog is eating definitely well. But yeah, I personally, I'm like, he most likely has a pet. I'm not surprised by that prospect. Um, Now some people I'm like, okay, I don't know how I don't know, like, if that pet goes with that person. There's some of them, like, where the vibes, I'm like, I don't know how that works. There's some of them where it doesn't pass the vibe check. But Snoop Dogg and a dog passes the vibe check. Definitely does. But yeah. But I personally am, I am like so happy about my dog. Speaking of my dog, we just gave him a little haircut. Cause since it's the summer season, when you live down south, it's very, very hot, and so you gotta cut your dog hair pretty short. I'm not saying short enough to where it's like a buzz cut, but definitely short enough to where they are not gonna get overheated when they walk outside. So, especially when it's like 100 degrees outside, you're not gonna want to have your dog outside for very long. You know, that's 100 degrees even when it's raining. So imagine, it'll rain and you'll have rain that's like boiling hot, like dripping on you. And it's also acid rain. So it's already messing up your skin as well. So it's a messed up situation regardless of what you do. But basically, I literally was like, oh my gosh, I love his new haircut. And then because he got his new haircut, we were able to fit his shirts on him again, cuz my dog loves to dress up. He loves dress up. He loves it. Especially his like flannel sweaters. He loves it. He loves when he has his little flannel sweaters, and so cute. And we felt bad because we didn't want to go and like basically put it on him when he's got a lot of fur. So we finally were able to put his flannel sweaters back on him, and he's like, oh my gosh, he loves it. He's absolutely happy. And he just looks so cute and so happy, and he looks like a puppy again. It's amazing. He's a rambunctious little, black lab mixed with a Yorkie. I don't know what they're called. I don't know what the mixed breed is called for when a Yorkie is mixed with a black lab. I don't know what it's called. A Labra Yorkie? I don't know. I don't know what to call it. But he's a very chill dog. But he was so happy that we gave him a little haircut, and then we were like cutting everybody else's hair because we can't afford to go to the salon as a family, and we don't got money to be cutting hair. So what my mom does is she's like, okay, well, I will cut your hair and see if it goes well. And so my family was like, well, let's get our haircuts. Let's go and cut our hair. Why not? Let's do it. And so we did that, and it was fun. We got it done. We did it like the other day. And so now now all our hair is slightly shorter. We ran out of time for me, so I couldn't actually get my hair cut. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna leave my hair like this for a while, until I finally, have the chance to get my hair cut again. But I'm like, really, I want to get my bangs cut, cause like I don't care about the length right now, cause what's the problem for me is I got curly hair. But when you have curly hair and you have too much weight in terms of like length in your hair, some parts of your hair don't want to curl anymore. Because they're too heavy. So, for example, my bangs right now are the same length as the rest of my head. which is not good. My bangs should not be the same length as the rest of my hair. So I need to get it cut. So I wanted to get my bangs cut at the very least because it bothers me that it keeps falling in my face. Like, at least when it's like, it's shorter version, because it would be curly, I can like tuck pieces of it in my hair and then it just is like, goes across my eye, which is fine. I could do that. But like, when it's like long, I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't do that. It's like, I hate when it's too long. Because right now, my hair's in a ponytail because I'm just like, I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered to have my hair like in my face. I absolutely despise it. But I was like, oh my gosh, I eventually got to go and get my hair cut, but oh my gosh, it's so much money. The lady that I go to, she specializes in cutting thin hair, and I absolutely don't like, you know, getting my hair cut unless it's, you know, someone that knows how to touch my hair. Especially thin hair when it's curly, you don't want to mess it up. Because thin hair that's curly tends to get messed up if you don't know how to treat it properly. So basically, I've just been like, okay, I guess I don't touch it until I get this lady. But it's like, oh my gosh, I have to figure out something. I gotta chop it up. I might just take scissors and be like, well, hope for the best. Chop. Might do that because I'm just like, I am tired of my hair being so long. It's annoying. But yeah, I'm just working on that. But let's go into the game because I'm in the mood. Alright. Let's check the vertical stream. Good. Yay! My change has worked. My little quality of life improvement is working. Yay! So, today we're playing Crime Scene Cleaner. Like I was doing, we're playing Crime Scene Cleaner, and last time, let me get into the game. Last time, oh, yeah, let's show the cutscene. Yay. Let's see. But, last time, we saw a preview where we're going to go and have to clean up at a pizzeria. Because, basically, someone recreated the possible ending of Sopranos and murdered a whole restaurant of people. So, Big Jim, clean up the restaurant. You did great at Mike's Wellness Center, but that was just the appetizer compared to the next task I have for you. Take all the supplies you need and head to Mateo's Pizza. Expect a bloodbath. Yep. And then we read this last time. Hi Dad, it's a tough day. I just need to get this off. I made some friends, but some kids are stupid. I told Katie that my dad was a janitor, and then the whole table started laughing at me. It was so mean. Everyone was mocking me, and I was done with it. But that I just had to leave. But don't worry, Dad. I know you work really hard, and I'm glad to be your daughter. Please give Dexter a nice treat from me. Thank you. Okay. Alright, so let's go back up and give our boy Dexter. Poor Dexter. Where's Dexter? Dexter, where are you? Where's our buddy? Where's our buddy? There's our buddy! There's our buddy! Oh my gosh. Yes.
Are you hungry, Dexter? Do
Dexter.
you like pizza?
animals.
Who's a good boy?
Who's a good boy?
Me,
Who's a
that's
goodish
for
boy?
sure.
Who's the goodish boy? Oh my
Daddy's working
gosh.
for a mob boss, but you're still a good boy.
You're the bestest boy. You're the bestest boy. The bestest of boys. Okay, I gotta let you go. Okay, let's go. Alright, let's go. Yay, Italian job. Big Jim and his men slaughtered members of the rival gangs who met at an Italian restaurant and were scheming to put Jim out of business. Okay. Let's get this going.
It'll be a long night.
Let me see. I want to make sure my face is not... Okay, my face is fine.
I thought that I'd finally gotten used to this job. I couldn't be proved any more wrong. That made me realize that there's no escaping Big Jim.
Yeah, there's definitely no escaping.
Not if I didn't want to be full of holes like a cheese.
Yeah, once you join the mob, there's not a really easy way to get out of it. Alright.
We had a busy night, so expect to deal with 11 bodies.
Okay, understood.
Oh, and one more thing. Some old hag started yelling at us from the window. So we
Yeah. Oh, I have to pack up a lady too?
Sure
Okay.
thing. All right, let's get to work.
Here we go. There we go. 'Cause I'm gonna most likely open this window and just chuck the bodies outside. Alright. Now, let's get my garbage bag and let's get this show on the road. There we go. Is there anything I'm missing? Nope. Okay, let's get this show on the road. Alright, let's investigate this crime scene.
No way through without finding that key first.
Okay, someone got frozen to death here. So, we got one death. Anything in here? Oh, yes, he died. What did you have? Were you, like, holding on to a art piece? This is another back alley. Oh, there's the lady that died. And I presume I'm gonna have to figure a way into her apartment. That's a phone. Hi-ya! 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 Yeah. Okay. Let me clean up my mess. Make it look like I wasn't even here. Alright. Ooh. Wait, I found a secret already? Found a secret already. Ooh. Wasn't expecting that. But okay. Okay, that's vodka. That's cool. Okay, so at least that's going good. And then let's. Why am I doing that? It was brain. Jeez. Okay, so I gotta figure out how to get up to her floor. Wait, like parkour it? Maybe that's what I do. Maybe I gotta parkour it. Yeah. Parkour. Okay, so she definitely was shot.
A perfect spot for painting. and spying on your neighbors.
Hey. Why would you put a cat statue here? Well, I'm just gonna steal your belongings. You don't need them anymore. That's what you get, lady. You should have just kept your mouth shut. If they were me, I wouldn't have paid attention. I would have been like, yep, I'm just gonna focus on what is in front of me. I'm not gonna die of just getting curious. Anything else valuable? No. Okay, so that's good. Okay, well. Still gotta clean her room. So, let me collect her body before someone notices. Yep. Sorry, lady, you were in the wrong place at the wrong time. Should've known. Don't get curious. If you do get curious, then you learn that that's not what you should be doing. Because what happens is you just end up dead. Curiosity killed the cat, unfortunately. Oh my gosh. You need a little help, lady? She's like twerking up a storm. What is going on? Is she like stuck in the truck bed? Oh my gosh. No, that's funny. Oh, now I'm washing her. Okay. Let me... Okay. Throw her there.
Damn, Big Jim is ruthless. Hard to believe I'm on his payroll now.
Hey, don't complain about it being on his payroll. At the end of the day,
Mamma mia.
you chose this.
This place looks more tangled than the pasta in my carbonara.
Oh gosh. Like... Yeah, definitely these people did not have a good day. Let me also make sure. Yeah, okay. Had to check. I was like, I'm able to change my expressions, but I'm like, it's really hard because this game wants me to like go and mess with everything, and it's like, eesh. Okay, so this is a key.
So, what secrets do you hide?
Definitely. I want to know. Okay, is there anything special in here? Ooh, another key.
Cold take. You shouldn't be able to lock yourself inside an industrial freezer.
Oh. So they locked somebody in a freezer. And then they locked this guy in a freezer. And then the guy died.
So, they turned it into an interrogation room.
Okay. That's one way to do it. This guy definitely doesn't have usable kneecaps. Or fingernails. Alright. So, I'm gonna leave this open because it won't matter. Let's find, where is another secret room? Open. Oh! Oh, poor guy. Oh, man. You just like, oh, I need to take a deuce. And then you just like, you go in there, you hear a commotion, and then someone opens your door and shoots you, and you're just stuck dead on the commode. Oh, gosh. I feel for him. That's an embarrassing way to die. Into a machine gun, too. Ooh, you got machine guns to death. Dude, you're moving. Are you really really dead? Cause, last time I checked, corpses don't shake their head. I don't know if it's glitched or on purpose. But, eh. Oh, and this guy's dead too. Okay. Let's figure out who died first. Definitely the lady was last. I think what happened is, considering the footprint pattern, he must have been first. Must have been first. Guy comes in. This guy's interrogating somebody. This is probably Big Jim's guy. He sees it. But I think what happens is that this guy, his friend, he heard the sounds. Is this guy moving too? What the fuck? Everybody in the place probably heard of the sounds of like someone dying in here, and his friend probably locked him in here, expecting him to be safe, right? But the guy has the key. So what ends up happening is, let me see. These guys die first. This guy then gets shoved in here. Pizza guy bleeds out. Probably gets shot and bleeds out here. And while he's bleeding out, they do the last dome shot. This guy was being held in here until he died. And then the last person to die, in my opinion, is this dude. This dude is the last person to die. I think that's the order of events that happened. So, time to start cleaning. Ooh, cassette tape. Yes. We found a cassette tape. Take. It's frustrating that you can't steal other stuff like booze. Like, you can't steal the booze. Like, you can't steal rum. It's such a waste. No one's gonna use it. Oh well. Let's go to the old lady's place and clean up her apartment before someone looks for it. Also, I have a feeling one of these rooms, I'm able to open it. Oh, this lady died as well. Ooh, that affects our timeline. I think she's first. She has to be first. The guy was expecting her. So he opens the door, he dies, and then all of his he dies, lady sees, she dies, and then the rest transpires. I think that's what happened. That makes the most amount of sense to me. Okay. No, that doesn't open anything. This opens this. But what is... I got a key, so I want to figure out where that key goes. That key definitely goes to something. Does it go to here? You're suspiciously blocked off. No. Okay, there has to be another room that's blocked off. There has to be something else that's blocked off. We'll find the key. We'll figure it out, and then... what do we do? Okay. Let's see what this is.
When I came back home, everything was already in ruins. Those bastards demolished the entire state. And then all I could save was that little plant.
Was this the guy that was fucking the plants?
Little plant.
It's the guy that was fucking the plants!
Weirdly familiar.
I didn't think we were gonna get an update to paint a plant fucker. Okay. I was not expecting that. Not expecting to get an update on that, but okay. I guess he became homeless after we had, like, gone through his house. Okay, let's do the ones that are outside, because they're gonna be the most noticeable. Let me see you.
If only you'd listen to your dad, Tammy.
Why aren't you answering your phone? Tammy. Working right now, sorry. Dad, please find another job. Dad, Mateo's Pizza seems fishy. Gotti owns it. Dad, or owns the owner. Please. Stay out of it. Tammy, not every Italian American... Tammy, not every Italian American, is mobbed up. Dad, at least be careful. Tammy, okay. Dad, me and Mom, we will come to see you in a day or two. Tammy, can't wait. Yeah, well, you're not gonna see her. They're gonna see you, but not in the way you would have liked. In a casket. Definitely. Well, you could probably do an open casket. Like, you probably do an open casket. Your body's not that bad.
The other went through her neck. Poor girl. This wasn't supposed to happen to her.
Yeah, she... Wrong place, wrong time, lady girl. Poor girl. Should have left while you still had the chance. Well.
Another innocent soul ending up in a body bag in my car. Am I the real monster now?
No. You're just doing the best you can, and unfortunately, you gotta clean up for monsters. Does that make you a morally gray human? Yes. But considering that right now you got no money and you're doing it for a better cause, I'd say let it be morally gray. Unfortunately, her family will never get justice for what happened to her. They'll never know what exactly happened to their daughter. but which is probably worse, but than knowing, but I think it's safer for the family at the very least, because as long as they don't know what happened to their daughter, like, they probably do know, like, something horrible happened to her. Like, something definitely horrible happened to her, because a mob organization doesn't disappear overnight. But yep, back alley is clear. So she probably knows what happened to her daughter. They probably know what that happened to their daughter, but there's nothing they can do about it. Oh. There we go. Get that clean. Yay. There you go. Let's clean this. There we go. Oh, time to replace it. Replacement time. Oh yeah, I have to get the bucket. Well, on the bright side, we know that this is pretty much good. Okay, now let's go to the back alley. There. And let's clean. Let's see. Let me check on you guys, see if you guys are doing okay. Let me see. Are you guys... Let me see. Are you guys... Did this disconnect and I'm not seeing it? Because, like... Yeah, I think it disconnected. The chat disconnected for some weird reason. Oh my gosh. I've been like, hey, what happened to you guys? Oh my gosh, the chat disconnected. That happened. Okay. Well, because that happened, I'm going to pop out the YouTube chat. Or I'm going to refresh the chat on the the streamer bot one. Because I don't know what happened, but the chat stopped showing what you guys are typing. I was confused. I was like, why aren't you guys talking? I was like, why is no one talking? Oh my gosh. Hi, 𝐂𝐞𝐭'𝐬, 𝐴RC.exe. Welcome. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, you guys. I don't know why the chat did that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop out the chat. So that way I can at least see the YouTube chat, because since that stopped working, and I don't know why it did. Let me see. Did it disconnect? That's what happened. It disconnected. At some point. Why did it disconnect? That's ridiculous. Type something. YouTube chat. Type something, because I want to know if you guys can now see me. Well, not that you could see me, that I could see you. Because for some reason, like, it disconnected. And I've been, like, trying to figure out, I'm like, why did it do that? Oh my gosh, it disconnected. That is wild. Okay, so, it should be connected again, but I don't know why it did that. So, let me put this back. There. Let me check on this one. Okay. There we go. And let me minimize. We're gonna minimize YouTube, minimize StreamerBot, and let's go. Oh my gosh. I was like, how come I'm not seeing your chat, you guys? And now I see it. Oh my gosh. And it's no fault to you guys, because there was no way for you to communicate that, like, the chat stopped working. There was no way for you to tell me. Oh my gosh. I am so sorry that happened. I don't know why this keeps happening. Okay. Let's go and do this. Let's go in here. But yeah. I'm not gonna use the pressure washer on this because I'm like, it's just a small spot. There. There. Am I able to trash these? No. I am not able to trash them. That sucks. Would have been nice to trash them. Alright. Well, now I have something to trash. There we go. Let's clean this. I really hope for our main character is eventually able to, like, leave this, like, this mob boss and the people that keep, so that I have the mob boss, like, leave him alone, but unfortunately that's probably not gonna happen. Ooh, shiny. Okay, I need hands. There. Steel. Let me check on. Yeah. I'm still paranoid because I'm like, is it still disconnected? Like, is it still disconnected? Yeah, it's connected again, but it's like, it bothers me that I'm like not able to, like, see anything going on. But yeah, let me minimize. There we go. So we got our necklace. Alright, let's see if there's any more valuables. Any more valuables? Ooh, you look valuable. No. Lady doesn't have a lot of prized possessions, I'll tell you that. Oh, the mouse bit came back. Ratatouille has come back. Okay. Oh my gosh, that's giant. That is so giant. Why? Oh. Your robot just banned somebody. Okay. That sucks. Okay. Aw, and you never... Well, at least you had a good meal, because, like, you ate most of the pizza box, but it's kind of sad that you ate your pizza, and then you died. Like, and it's a pizza for one. A giant pizza like that for one. That's kind of sad. I would have hoped that you would have someone to share it with. But considering that no one came to find your corpse, I have a feeling that you have no one to share it with. Okay. Well, time to get your body. Dude, you should have not messed with the wrong people, unfortunately. You made a mistake. And you paid with your life. So. Oh my gosh. Oh, I dropped him. No. There. I gotta change the key bindings. Ugh. My eyes, they are burning. Haven't you guys had it where, like, you forget to take your allergy medicine, like, once? Like, for one day? And because you forget to take your allergy medicine, your eyes are all messed up. Because they're, like, they feel like you're crying acid. Like, that's how my eyes feel right now. Alright, let's see it.
We're fucked, boss! Big Jim knows all about the meeting at Mateo's! Knows all about the deal! Run!
Answering this one would save many lives.
Yeah. You didn't answer your voicemail, and unfortunately, that ended in your death. Alright. Time for cleaning. The most satisfying thing about this game. Oh! Have to go and dunk it in the bucket. Perfectly normal. Nothing to see here. Just a guy that's cleaning a restaurant. Very thoroughly. Oh, there goes your mug. I'm, like, not even in the least sorry about, like, destroying the mug. There you go.
I can't put it back like that.
Well, let's pick up the garbage. There we go. Oh, time to throw out the trash. Oh, it's so therapeutic. Like, this game is like, even though, yes, it's blood and gore and stuff like that, but it's like, there's a certain...
for a bag swap.
There's a certain level of therapeutic quality to it. It's nice. You're able to, like, relax and slow down and dispose of the bodies. You know, it's so nice. There we go. Clean that. Is this valuable? Are you valuable? Ooh, there was something that was here. Alright. Oh, what's this?
Bingo.
So, why is this evidence? Oh, that's creepy. But yeah, back to the therapeutic element. This is like my pressure washer simulator. Like, you know how like Markiplier's like, oh my gosh, it's the best thing playing pressure washer simulator, and then he's like, he'll play it and it's the most relaxing thing for him. Like, this is so relaxing. It's always a nice palate cleanser. A nice palate cleanser stream. It's still gory, but it's like calculated goriness. There we go. Yeah. What was it? Oh, it's crumpled paper. Okay. Well, let me see. Anything interesting in here? Milk? Wad of money! Binders. Cereal. Is this like a cereal bar? Wait, what? An expensive coffee. Bougie much? Ooh! Fat stack. Yeah. Like it never even happened. There we go. Okay, I'm definitely gonna have to do this with a sponge. So, sponge time! Oh. Gotta go and dunk it in the bucket. Oh, fuck. I forgot. You can't... Ah. Okay. Now, get the bucket. Do the bucket. There. That's the one frustrating thing, is that forgetting that the whole pressing E to collect the button, the bucket will splash blood everywhere. I keep forgetting that. Okay. Alright, let's clean this. There we go. Just a little spritz over here. Little this. Okay. Steal. Am I able to steal anything else? You have nice artwork, so it'd be nice to steal it, but... Yes, we get to steal the pizza. Okay. I love how, like, you just, like, have to, like, get it in the right place and it'll still clean it. Alright. Time for the mop. Alright. Anything I'm missing? Ooh. Oh, I forgot.
It won't move like this.
There we go. Maybe the box was supposed to be here? No. There. And then... where should you go? That. That. Where did you go? Where did I put it? Okay, we're just gonna put you right here. And then let's get trash bag. There you go. Bothers me we can't throw away the paper. Oh, we can? Oh my gosh, that's so much better. Can I steal coffee? We're in a recession. We should have I should be able to steal the coffee. Okay. Well. Nothing here. Ooh, let's check here. Mugs. That. Binders. More stuff. Nope. Money. Yeah. And a ducky! Let me rescue the ducky. No! Let me rescue the ducky. Rescue! No, I can't rescue the ducky. He's writing his memo in peace. Poor ducky. Okay, anything I'm missing? Says the elevator again. Now we go to haul this long ladder. It says the elevator in the hotel is busted again. Now we've got to haul our asses down this freaking long ladder. If any of you idiots don't remember it yet, the keys are in the hatch that's in the kitchen. Okay.
I wonder what kind of secret ingredients do they keep in the basement?
Yeah, I'm very interested in. So that is the window. Well, don't want to waste any time.
If I didn't know any better, I think some tomato sauce had got stuck on this pan.
Yep. Now, a lot of trash, so let's get the trash going. There you go. All right. And then, well, we'll do it. We'll fix it later. All right. And then okay. So we know there's a basement somewhere.
I need to clear the way first.
Oh yeah, I have to clean this. Let's get all the trash first. Ooh, someone's cooking something good. Right now in my family, my family's cooking something out there that's like delicious. Because I can smell it. I'm like, that's the one thing that my mom's like, you're a bloodhound for food. Because if I even get an inkling, like, I will smell your food and I will immediately just, like, appear. And I will know. Like, it summons me. She doesn't even have to call me for dinner. I just smell food and I show up. Well, I tried. I'm just like, I will show up. Alright. Oh, time to Time to go to the back alley. Alright. There we go. There we go. And now... Hey, Cambush! Welcome! Welcome. Let me get the dead body. Yeah, doing good. Going well, for the most part. How's yours? You doing good? Yeah, it's crime scene cleaner. We have to pick up 11 bodies. No, 12. 12 bodies. We have to put away. Because there's one that's a hidden one. Because the internship kicked my ass. Aw. Well, I hope it gets better. I hope the internship gets better eventually. Well, you were the thing that killed everybody. Let's put you in the back of the trunk. You can at least say that your boss was loyal to you. Because he murdered a whole restaurant full of people just because you were getting tortured.
God, I could have picked some warmer place for this.
Nah, I think it probably would have been worse. At least its fingers were numb when it happened. Still probably hurt, but...
So now that you had time to think, are you finally in a mood to talk? Shit, he dropped dead already. Why do I always fuck things up?
He really deserves a cold shoulder for a fuck-up like that.
Well, considering that he, died, I think the punishment has been served. There we go. Clean the top there. A little bit here. Get rid of the fingerprints. You could probably get away with, like, not cleaning this area, but since, like, this area is covered, it has, like, butcher things going on, but I guess. What was
Another
this?
proof that more people should start reading.
Okay. Dear Mr. Cook. Ugh. Let me move this. Dear Mr. Cook, I know you have zero respect for anyone who's not good, not God or Gordon Ramsay, but you should listen when I tell you to take the key to the cold room. You want to get stuck in there like the guy in The Shining, do you? Okay. Well, he did, so nothing you can do. If he wants to die, let him. That's gonna happen. He's not gonna listen to you suddenly. Your boss is gonna always be like, I think I have the better opinion. And then he'll one day get locked in there and then be like, why didn't you tell me I should be doing this? Like, I have been, but you didn't listen.
Can't pick up anything with a full bag.
There you go. Alright, so I should take the guy out. I want to find where the basement is. There's a basement hatch. Something's got to activate. Basement hatch. But We'll figure that out once we dispose of everybody.
Being mobbed by the real mobsters? That's the opposite.
Okay, Tammy, remember, Mr. Gotti and his friends are much more important than regular customers, so to speak. Only when spoken to, do not come near their table unless you're called. Please, for the love of God, don't try to fuck it up tonight. So, the restaurant was trying to tell her without telling her, so she wouldn't get it implicated. They were like, they didn't want her to be part of this, which is kind of tragic. They were like, we don't want you to, like, live our life. Unfortunately, she was here at the wrong place, wrong time. Unfortunately. Let me get my mop. Clean up the blood. Oh! Me. Switch to my other mop. Are they both dirty? No, I don't want detergent. Okay. This one. This is what I want. There we go. Be nice and new and and no one will know that there was a bloodbath in here. That someone showered these people's blood onto all the surfaces.
I don't think that Big Jim is on the menu anymore, boys.
Yep, definitely. Actually, let me for some of this. We see, yes.
Unbelievable. This glass is intact after all this action.
Yeah, that's surprising too. I agree with you, Kowalski. The fact that you don't have to repair glass. And the fact no one heard about it, other than that one lady that got shot to death in her balcony. Like, other than that, I'm surprised there's no cop involvement. You would expect it at the very least. There. There you go. Okay. So, time to grab you with my hands, Mr. Chef. You had some good times. You cooked me good pizza. But unfortunately, you worked with the wrong people. There we go. Now let's get rid of you.
Unbelievable what people can do in the heat of the fight.
Yep. Burning someone's face till it melts. Definitely is a new one. That's definitely a tactic. Alright. 7 of 11 bodies. Cool. We got most of them done. Okay, let me get all of this, and this, and this, and this, and that. I'm not even gonna do this scene yet. I'm not gonna do that one till the end. Like, if I were the janitor, I would avoid that one. I would just be like, nope, out of principle, I am not doing that one. Not till the end. How the hell? I jumped before. Why isn't it letting me? Okay, I guess. We're just gonna go here. And then just go.
Empty the trash can first.
There. And then let's clear anything else that needs clearing. There. Get all of that. Yep. The pizza. Might have to turn off that. All of this pizza's gonna go to waste, unfortunately.
Time for a bag swap.
There we go. Gotta make sure it's like no one was even here. Okay. No. Anything else? No? Alright. So, now let's go into here. Let's see, is there any other thing that we want to do? I'm gonna have to spray clean that. There. Alright. This. Get all the bullet casings.
Bullet after bullet after bullet.
Get some of the bullet casings here. I refuse to go in there yet. You guys will see why, if you didn't see earlier. Alright. So, now let's grab a bunch of the bodies. So, grab you. Sorry, dude. Wrong place, wrong time. You chose the wrong gang, and you chose the wrong time. Should have ate your pizza elsewhere. Unfortunately. Yay! Okay, so we got that body, that body. There you go. And then you made the same mistakes. Should have thought about it. Made the wrong deals. Alright, so let's do this. Actually, I'm just gonna use my hands. Yeah. Finally. Come on. Break. There we go. And good. Gotta break y'all into little pieces. More digestible pieces. There we go. Alright. There you
Can't
go.
pick up anything with a full bag.
And now let's chuck this in there. Yes! Alright. Chuck that in there. There we go. Let's chuck that over here. We're gonna have a whole trunk load. By the way, That's the one thing I wonder about in this game. Where is he disposing of the bodies is the question. Like, I know that we like do this job, but where are we disposing of the bodies? Because that's a good question. Like, I would like to know, where am I going to dump these? Because, like, how are we getting away with it is the question. Like, you must have a very solid location that you know no one's gonna look. I would hope. Might be wrong. Alright. And then... And... Superman was awesome. Oh, you went to see Superman? Cool. Yeah, I do agree. I think he did his homework. Superman is a very hard character to tackle because he has to be a paradigm of, like, perfection, but also has to be a completely different character for his alter ego. Like, for, like, Clark Kent, he has to be this very dorky person that you wouldn't possibly conceive this man would be Superman in disguise. Like, you would be like, Clark? Nah, Clark is definitely not Superman. Like, you have to believe that based upon things. And in the comics, Superman went to college for theater.
Need for so many tables anyway.
He had a minor in theater for a reason. And he uses that. Like, you see it in the body language, how he conducts himself. His voice is, he's not really putting on a different voice. What matters is that with Superman, he acts very overly confident. He acts super confident. He acts like someone that is sure they're gonna save the day. With Clark Kent, he acts awkward. He hunches over, so he appears way shorter. On top of that, he doesn't conduct himself in, like, well in conversation, so you wouldn't believe this person would have, like, an ounce of confidence to be like, oh yeah, I live a secret double life. Kind of scrappy rascal. Guy Gardner, that Mr. Terrific was an MVP. Yeah. It's really hard because it's the same problem that happens with the Spider-Man. With Spider-Man, where when you have a character with an alter ego, you have to nail the fact that the alter ego is so different from the person that everybody's expecting. They have to be completely different. Like, you can't even imagine them in the same, like, universe different. And that's what's important. And so it happens with Spider-Man all the time, where they'll, like, the different iterations. Like, for example, Andrew Garfield got the Spider-Man aspect right, but not, obviously, Peter Parker. But the Tobey Maguire version, Tobey Maguire got Peter Parker right, but he did not get Spider-Man right. And it's not glasses. Technically, yes, everybody is like, oh yes, it's hypno glasses. No. Really, what's Superman's glasses composed of is Kryptonian glass from the ship that he came on and lead. That's literally what the glasses are made of. The glasses are made of lead because then it makes it to where his vision is framed, and it's harder for him to go and utilize his X-ray vision, which is important because when he was younger, if you're looking in X-ray visioning everyone every day, it kind of can be hard to live. It's kind of what happens with 𝐂𝐞𝐭'𝐬, where he's like, he can't actually see people for as beautiful because all he sees is skin and bone. Lex Luthor, the problem is, I don't think there has been a good Lex Luthor. Like, yeah, sure, the one from the new Superman movie, that one's fine. It's definitely not as bad as
You can eat off of it.
the version that was in Justice League. Oh my gosh, that one's so bad. But I still think they don't nail Lucifer, Lex Luthor, because Lex Luthor, he's a smart businessman, but man, he only messes with Superman because he knows Superman's not gonna do anything really truly bad to him. There's no way for Superman to really hit him where it hurts. Now, Batman, on the other hand, Batman, he don't fuck with. He don't mess with Batman. And that's because one time, Batman showed up to Metropolis in place of Superman. Lex Luthor was doing shenanigans. Batman did not stop Lex Luthor as Batman. He chose to stop him as Bruce Wayne. And how he did that is basically bought out his companies and reduced his share down to nothing. Because he knows how to hurt Lex Luthor where it hurts. And Lex Luthor was smart enough to be like, mental note, Batman works with Bruce Wayne. Don't mess with Batman. Wait for when Batman is out of town to mess with him. And that's what he does. Whenever Batman shows up to Metropolis, Lex Luthor goes quiet. Because he's not gonna mess with Batman, because, like, why would you mess with Batman when he knows that Batman will hurt him where it hurts most, his pocketbook. Whereas Superman, on the other hand, he won't, because that Superman doesn't have money. So Superman can't hurt him where it hurts most. He can't be like, oh yes, I'm going to buy out your company and reduce the shares down to nothing. I can't do that. You know, because Superman's literally a normal blue-collar man. When you think about it, yes, he has powers, but at the end of the day, monetarily wise, he really doesn't stand a chance up to Lex Luthor if Lex Luthor wanted to do anything really to him. Whereas Batman can do everything. Batman is scary. But that's why I say alter egos are something where you have to nail both sides. Like, for Superman, I think the ones that got it right is that Man of Steel gets Superman right, but not Clark Kent. Superman makes sense. You could be like, yeah, that's definitely Superman. It's a dark version of Superman, but it's Superman nonetheless. but it's not the Clark Kent. Whereas the Clark Kent for the Christopher Reeves version gets that balance correct for Clark, but doesn't do it for Superman. Superman doesn't feel too different. Doesn't feel different enough for you to be like, oh yeah, I can't think of Superman and Superman being Clark Kent. I can't possibly see a scenario where they're the same person. Right? And that's the problem. Problem with, like, the versions before. The one where I could say did a good version of it, Tyler Hoechlin did a really good version of it. Tyler Hoechlin did a really good version of an older Superman. Not a young Superman, but an older one. Older one makes sense. Like, you can be like, oh yeah, Superman would act like that in both being Clark Kent and being Superman. But at an older age. Like, not young. Whereas, this version, I think, got... The one thing that I think this guy did right was he mastered that part. That aspect of Superman. He mastered the idea of Superman and Clark Kent have to be completely different people. If I can imagine them being two people in the same room, it works. If I can't imagine it, then it doesn't work. It's kind of like Jekyll and Hyde, right? Jekyll and Hyde works because you can't possibly think of Jekyll being Mr. Hyde.
But I guess they're still trying to get their revenge.
Like, you can't actually conceptualize, like, Jekyll's friends can't even picture him being Hyde in any stretch of the word. Like, when they first encounter Hyde, they think that, like, Hyde is some weird person that, like, is some weird version that Jekyll must owe money to. And in the original version, Hyde and Jekyll don't look different. Sure, yes, one has a hunch to their back. But at the very end of the day, they have the same face. Same face. The only difference is that for Jekyll, Hyde is, like, looks younger than him. Like, is a younger version of himself. So as long as you don't know what young Jekyll looks like, they look like different people. A little bit. But if you were to look at them while you're in the same room as them transforming, you'd be like, yeah, that's definitely Jekyll.
Proceeding with an alliance without Mike. I guess they didn't learn their lesson.
Doc, where are you right now? NB Tyrone. Be there in a minute, Doc. That's what you said an hour ago. Tyrone. Yeah, but this time I'm not lying. Tyrone, Mr. G is there yet? No, he's coming. Okay. Well, that didn't go well. I'm almost done wiping up all the blood, at least. There we go. I really didn't need the pressure washer for this section. Surprisingly. I thought I would need it more. But I am dreading the next part we have to clean. Like, imagine, we're gonna have to clean that bathroom. And I don't want us to clean that bathroom. Like, cleaning that bathroom is gonna be a lot. It's gonna be way too much. Alright. We're almost there. Here we go. A little more. There we go. Little bit of smudges over here. Alright. And then... fuck. Fix this. No, I don't want to refill it. I want to move it over here because I gotta wipe up what I did wrong. Okay. There. There we go. That works. Alright. Well. Now. Let's see if we have anything left in here. Okay, just a little. I never really liked Peacemaker. Like, Peacemaker, I like, when I saw it advertised, I was like, it's not really interesting. It wasn't interesting enough for me to be like, oh yeah, it's gonna be good. That's no shame to, like, John Cena. Like, John Cena is a good actor. Like, he's not Oscar quality, but he is a decent actor. And he's humble. But he's definitely no Oscar bait. And I personally am not, like, a big fan of it. Like, it could be, like, way better. But, unfortunately, that's not the case. I just... Peacemaker, I get why people like it. Like, don't get me wrong, if you like the show, totally understand it. But, for me, it's not my type of shtick, if you know what I mean. Okay, let me see. Oh, I gotta wipe down this. Okay. And that. That. Good, good, good.
Something is blocking the way.
The chair that I'm trying to grab. There. 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 There we go. Almost there. I always like these types of streams. It just, you get to chill out, calm down, not worry about stuff as much. And just relax. Life is not too crazy. We get to pretend life is not too crazy, but but yeah. There. Oh, there's the chair that I'm looking for. There we go. There. That looks better. Now, definitely missing some trays, I think. Yes, we're missing one tray. Now the question is where? Okay. Well, let's take a sponge to you. There. Good. This looks good. Everything looks pretty presentable. No? Wrong answer? I can't find where the tray is. Oh, wow, I did not clean this whole area. That's why it's always good to check. There. Anything? No? No? Alright. Time to clean this mess up. Yay. Ooh. I want to know what those say. There's something about, like, we'll replace you. Something like that. Okay. This is gross. I don't even want to pick him up yet. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to pick this dude up. If I was the character in game, I would be like,
Roots with good old toilet cleaning.
I would be like, oh my gosh, this is too gross. I would be like,
Found you.
I don't like the idea of grabbing this man. But I'm gonna have to.
Vincent, is that you?
Wait, was that Vincent? One of the guys that we, like, dealt with? The real estate agent, I think? He died, oh my gosh. That sucks. Okay, leave the crime scene. No. I need to fix what's left. Have you ever tried to mix noir with myth? Like Valkyries or something supernatural? Yeah, I have. I have done it multiple times. For me, it really depends upon, like, the story for the most part. There's some stories I don't mind doing it for, but I like horror. That's my main thing that I tend to like. Let me find that tray. Where the tray is. Let's see. Am I missing anything? I need to find where that tray went because... Ah, there it is. Now, what we do need to do is this. But, for me, I like mystery. So a lot of my stories end up being mysteries or noirs or stuff like that because functionally I like how the ideas compound upon each other. Kojima. Kojima's good. I'm not very familiar with Kojima's work, so I wouldn't be able to give you like a good answer about my feelings towards Kojima. Let me see. Something has... I feel there has to be a secret room of some kind. Anything I'm missing? I have to move the furniture back, but what's missing in terms of furniture? Oh, wait. Am I able to open the door? No. Open the door is not an option. Well, we'll close you. And you. And there has to be something we're able to find. There's so much. I'm able to throw that away. No. Oh my gosh, that's the hatch. That's the hatch they're talking about. Oh my gosh. Move out of the way. Let's move everything out of the way. Let's find it. Oh my gosh. I want to open this hatch so badly.
Jesus. Is that some ladder to hell?
Yes. Oh my gosh. What is gonna be inside of here?
That's where they were making the real dough.
Oh my gosh, a secret gambling ring. Well, when in Rome. Out of order elevator. Where is this elevator? Where does the elevator go? Oh my gosh. Well.
Never listen to Marty.
Okay, guess who got rich? Don Corto, buying Godfather collectibles right away. Grando. You kidding? Be a man, keep gambling. Don Corto. But I don't want to lose. Grando. Listen, most millionaires aren't just born. They come from risk. Don Corto. Dang it, you're right. Don Corto. Oh, he must have lost everything. Well... Sorry, dude. Oh! Yes, I can throw that away. Anything else? Ooh. Definitely taking that fat stack. Any other fat stacks I would like to liberate?
Are you out of your mind? Trying to play Russian roulette with a Makarov? It's not Russian, it's an Italian roulette. That's not the point. If you're such a softy, then I'll start.
Good thing someone has already cleaned up after this idiot.
Yup. Yeah, it doesn't have to have dual protagonists. The only difference between a mystery and a thriller is thriller has single protagonists. Mystery usually has dual protagonists. Okay. There we go.
I'm in.
Haha, getting to the gambling room and opening it. Why are there so many pineapples? Why? Who puts pineapple in your safe? Is it that you put something in the pineapple? No, there's nothing in the pineapple. You just somehow treasure pineapple. For some reason. There we go. Well, good to liquidate that. Let me see. Anything else? Well, take that. Anything I want to liquidate here? I would steal this in a heartbeat. Oh my gosh, that looks good. And like steal the drinks. Oh my gosh. Steal the booze. All this stuff is expensive. You could resell it. Like, I'm surprised they don't resell booze in this game. You're not able to resell booze. I would think you would. But I guess not. There you go. Well, let's go up. I don't think there's anything left in the hatch. Leave that secret to be discovered later. Alright, let's see. Anything I missed in here? Any moolah? Keep the boxes though. There. Ooh. Gotta find a way. Use this. Okay. I'm gonna go like that. And like... Oh, fuck. Come on. I need... Yes. Anything glowing? No. No more glowing stuff. Okay. I don't see any glowing stuff in here. How did you end up here? Let me see. How... Is my face weird? No. Let me check on you guys. See how you're doing. Okay. You guys are doing good. Let's see. Let me check on Twitch side. Twitch side's going well as well. And there. Okay. So let's go back. And let's see. Oh wait, why would I want to pick it up? Can I steal it? Anything else in here to steal? Let me see. I don't see anything left to steal. This room's closed. I'm closing the... Well, let me check. Let's see where this... If there's anything going on here. No. Wait. Found another thing. Checks the dumpsters. Nope. Nope. Alright. There has to be a reason to open these. Can't just be able to do it with no reason. Let me see. Anything in here? Here? No. There. We're gonna close off the window. We gotta move the furniture back in place. But what's not in place? Is the question. What's not in place? That looks like it's in place. Let's see, is this in place? What's not in place? It's surprising. I'm like, what is not in place? Okay. Either one of these. Is it anything here? Where? What is out of place? Yes. That. It has to be one of these chairs. That is just like not doing it. Or maybe it's the lady's apartment. Maybe it's something in the lady's apartment that I missed to put away. I had to put away and I didn't. Maybe. Okay. No. No. Okay, so that's not the answer. So what am I missing? Because there has to be something that I didn't do. What did I not do? Okay, that could have been it. Hey. There. Maybe you were supposed to be somewhere? Here, maybe. Yep. That. 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 Okay. So there has to be something that's missing. Okay. I gotta find what is the missing object. Oh my gosh. The lightning, I just heard thunder, but it was like close by my place. I'm like, oh my gosh, that was so loud. Where is this stupid thing? Okay, that was close by. I better finish this stream very soon. Because, oh my gosh, I do not want to know what that. Oh my gosh, where is it? Where am I missing it? Is it like somewhere that I didn't check? Ooh.
Sometimes I deserve a tip too.
Yes, okay. But where is the statue? Okay. Whatever. I try to do it the... There. It's somewhere in here, and I can't find it.